Good morning. The role of analytics in UI UX design. Analytics in UI UX design refers to the collection, measurement, and analysis of data related to how users interact with a product. This data helps designer understand user behavior, identify pain points, and measure the effectiveness of design changes. Importance of role of analytics in UI UX design. First one, informed decisions. Data driven insights help you make informed design decisions rather than relying on intuition alone. Identify problems. Analytics can reveal issues with usability or user flow that may not be obvious during the design phase. Measure success. Track key performance indicators to measure the success of your design in meeting user and business goals. Types of analytics in UI UX design. Quantitative analytics. It involves numerical data that provides a broad overview of user behavior. Example, page view, the number of times a page is viewed. Click through rates, CTR, the percentage of users who click on a specific element like a button or link. Conversion rates, the percentage of users who complete a desired action such as making a purchase. Importance helps identify trends, measure performance, and quantify user interactions. Second, qualitative analytics. Qualitative analytics focus on non-numerical data that provides deeper insights into user experience and motivation. Example, user feedback, collecting comments, review, or survey responses from users. Session recordings. Watching recordings of user sessions to observe how they interact with the interface. Heat map. Visual representations showing where users click, scroll, or hover on a page. Importance provides context and understanding behind the numbers, revealing why users behave a certain way. Third, key metrics in UI UX analytics. Number one, user engagement. It measures how users interact with the product. Key metrics, time on page, the amount of time user spend on a specific page. Bounce rate, the percentage of users who leave the site after viewing only one page. Session duration, the total time user spends on the site during a session. High engagement typically indicates that users find the content or interface valuable, while low engagement may suggest usability issues or lack of interest. Second, user retention. It measures how many users return to use the product over time. Key metrics, churn rate, the percentage of users who stop using the product. Returning users, the number of users who return after their initial visit. Why it matters? High retention indicates user satisfaction and long term value, while churn rates may indicate issues that need to be addressed. Third, conversion rate. The percentage of users who complete a desired action, example, signing up, making a purchase. Why it matters? Conversion rate is directly tied to business goal and help evaluate the effectiveness of the design in driving user action. 4. Task success rate. The percentage of user who successfully complete a specific task within the interface, example, finding a product, completing a checkout. Why it matters? A low task success rate can indicate usability issues that need to be addressed. Error rate. The frequency of error or mistake users encounter while interacting with the interface. Why it matters? High error rates often signal problems with usability or design clarity. 4. Tools for analytics in UI/UX design. 5. How to use analytics to improve UI/UX design. 1. Google Analytics. 2. Hotjar. 3. Mixpanel. 4. Crazy Egg. 1. Identify areas for improvement. 2. Test and iterate. 3. Measure the impact of design changes. 4. Understand user behavior. 5. Optimize for performance. Thank you. Next, what is the annotated process in UI/UX design? Annotations in UI/UX design are notes, comments, or explanations added to wireframes, mockups, or prototype to clarify design choices and interaction. They serve as a roadmap for developers and other team members, providing context on how each design element should function. Think of annotations as the bridge between design and development. They translate the visual design into actionable steps for implementation. Why annotations are important? 1. Clear communication. 2. Consistency across teams. 3. Prevent misinterpretations. 4. Aid in documentation. Example of the same deliverable with differing expectations. On the left hand side of the screen, you are seeing how the client thinks the wireframe will look. On the right hand side, how the designers may expect the wireframe to look. So in the right hand side, we have a colorful data which is presented here. On the right hand side, only the black and white sketch we have given for the wireframe as a designer perspective. where and how to use annotations. Wireframes are skeletal layouts that show the structure of a page without detailed design. Elements like colors or typography, adding annotations here is critical because these early state designs often leave much to interpretation. Example, on a login screen wireframe, you might annotate a form field to explain validation rules such as email input must follow standard email format. Example, user at example.com. Annotate buttons to indicate submit button becomes active only after both email and password fields are filled. Second, interactive elements. When working with interactive components like buttons, sliders, or drop down menu, it's essential to explain the behavior. Example, for a hamburger menu, annotate that the menu slides in from the left when clicked and fades out when closed. For form inputs, you could note input field will display a red error message if the user leaves it blank. 3. Transitions and animations. If your design includes transitions or animations, annotations help communicate the timing, speed, and type of animation. This ensures that the developer implements the exact movement you envisioned. Example, the image carousel will auto scroll every 5 seconds, but users can manually scroll by clicking arrows. The button changes from blue to green with a zero point 0.3 second fade when hovered over. Accessibility considerations. Annotations should also highlight accessibility features which ensure your design is inclusive for all users, including those with disabilities. Example, all images must include descriptive alt text for screen readers. Ensure high contrast between text and background for readability. Conclusion of annotations are a powerful tool in UI/UX design process. They provide clarity, prevent misunderstandings, and ensure that your design vision is accurately implemented. Whether you are handing off your design to developers or communicating with stakeholder, annotations make the process smoother and more efficient. Key takeaways. Always annotate interactive elements, behavior, and any complex features. Keep annotations clear, concise, and easy to follow. Use annotations as a collaboration tool and documentation for future use. Thank you. Next is information architecture IA. Information architecture is the practice of organizing, structuring, and labeling content in an effective and sustainable way. It aims to help users find information and complete tasks more easily. Key goals of information architecture: 1. Findability. It ensuring users can easily locate the information they need. Second, usability. Making sure the system is easy to use and navigate. Scalability. Allowing the structure to grow and evolve as more content is added. Example, in an online bookstore, good information architecture ensure users can browse books by categories. Example, fiction, non-fiction, bestseller, search for specific titles or authors and check out smoothly. Here we will see how to design the information architecture. First, understand the user need and define the business objectives and conduct competitive analysis. Next, create a content inventory. Then categorize the content. Example, books, fiction, non-fiction, and storytellers. Then create a sitemap. Next, design navigator system and user flow. All combined together, create a wireframe and test your wireframe. And after testing and collecting all the information inside a wireframe, finally launch. So these are the steps how to design the information architecture of your website. So the 8 principles of information architecture are: the first one, objects; second, choices; third, disclosure; fourth, exemplar; 5, front door; 6, multiple classification; 7, focused navigation; 8, growth. So these are the some basic principles of information architecture which you can represent it in a text, or by using these icons you can identify the meaning of each and every object, images and text of your design. Next, key components of information architecture. First one, organization systems. Hierarchical organization, content are arranged in a tree-like structure, moving from general category to more specific one. Second organization is sequential. Sequential organization arranges content in a step-by-step flow, guiding users through a process. Next, matrix allows content to be accessed in multiple ways, providing cross-linking between different areas. Example, for a university website, hierarchical group information under departments. Under undergraduate programs, we will have courses. Then in sequential method, Present the steps for applying to the university. Matrix allow users to access courses either by department or by course level. Two labeling systems. The way information is named or labeled, helping users understand what they are looking at. Importance: clear, concise labels help users identify where to find specific information without confusion. Example: instead of labeling a button, submit use send message for clarity in a contact form. In an e-commerce store, categories like home goods are preferable to something vague like things. 3. Navigation systems. The methods user use to move around the site or app. This includes menu, link, breadcrumb, and buttons. Types of navigation system. 1. Global navigation, accessible from anywhere on the site. Example, a top menu bar. Local navigation, specific to a section or page, guiding users through that particular area. Contextual navigation, embedded with content such as related articles or internal links. Example, for an e-learning platform, global navigation, a menu with sections like courses, blog, about us. For local navigation, submenus within the courses section for categories like programming, design, and marketing. Contextual navigation, links within a course to relate resources or next lesson. Fourth one, search systems. Tools that help users find content by entering keywords or phrases. A well-designed search function is crucial for users who prefer searching over browsing. Example, a blog site should have a search bar where users can type keywords and find relevant articles. Advanced features like filters, example, date, category, or author, can further redefine the search results. Here is a sample information architecture for an e-commerce website. So the first, we have a home page. Below that, we have different services like location, search, service, product, payments, which is the first level of abstraction. Then in the next level, track location, products, file complaint, catalog, choose method of payment, and in the final stage, manual entry and add product to cart is given in the last stage of the e-commerce website. So hierarchically arranged it is arranged in a information architecture for convenient usage of the user. Conclusion: IA focus, which means information architecture focuses on findability, usability, and scalability of content. It involves organization systems, labeling systems, and navigation systems and search systems. A well thought out information architecture IA reduces user frustration, enhances the user journey, and ultimately leads to a more satisfying user experience. Consistency, simplicity, and user centered design are key to creating an effective information architecture. Thank you. Here we will discuss about sitemap. A sitemap is a visual representation or diagram that outlines the structure of a website or an application. The purpose: it organizes content, visualizes structure, guide design and development, and enhances user experience. Example: imagine you are building an e-commerce website. The sitemap should have the relationship between the home page, product page, checkout process, user account, and more. So this is a sample sitemap. Here we have provide information about the pages, videos, and other files on your site and the relationships between them. XML sitemap and HTML sitemap are the two types. In this, we have index sitemap, URL sitemap, page sitemap, image sitemap, video sitemap, news sitemap, mobile sitemap. First one, hierarchical sitemap. Example, educational websites. Home pages, courses, web design, data science, blog, contact us. It is an example of a hierarchical sitemap. See, in hierarchical, we have home page, fashion, sport, help, about us, women, men, shoes, shirts, pants. So, different varieties of hierarchical content is arranged in a hierarchical sitemap. Whereas in a flat sitemap, we have one single primary level. In that level, all the images, contents, text, everything is arranged in a single flat structure. So it's a hierarchical and a flat sitemap. Linear sitemap. Example, fitness application. First one, welcome page. Second, sign up. Third page, set fitness goal. Four, choosing the plan. And five, starting the workout. So these are a linear sitemap. So the linear structure is given here. In the page 1, we will have welcome page, sign up. Second page, set fitness goal. Third page, choose plan. Page 4, start the workout. So it is in a linear structure. Third, matrix sitemap. Example, informational website where the user can access a blog post through multiple categories. Example, health and fitness. So a matrix sitemap will have a centered screening matrix which around it is arranged with different sections. Section 1, introduction. Section 2, contaminant perspectives. Section 3, treatment perspectives. Section 4, technology profile. Section 5, references and appendices. Why are sitemaps important in UI UX design? First one, planning content and structure. Second, simplifying navigation. Three, guiding design and development. for improving search engine optimization. So these are the steps for creating a sitemap. Step 1, identify the content and purpose. Example, restaurant website. The goal might be to showcase the menu, offer online reservation and provide contact information. Step 2, define the user's path. Example, travel booking app. User will likely to go from searching for flights to selecting a destination, booking a flight and making a payment. Step 3, organize the content. Example, online magazine. You might categorize content into technology, health, business and lifestyle. Step 4, create the visual sitemap. You can use tools like Adobe XD, Figma, or free software like Draw.io to visually map out the sitemap. Conclusion: a sitemap is a visual guide that outlines the structure and flow of a website or application. It helps organize content and functionality, ensuring a smooth user experience. Sitemaps serve as a critical blueprint for both design and development, making it easier to plan, build, and optimize the content. To optimize the product pages. Thank you.